Hi, hi. All my postage stamps are in this little album now. I can't wait to show you the result. Hi there, this is Luise Heinzel. Welcome back to my channel Junk Journal Art. So today it's a really special day because as you can see, this box is empty. That means the mess of these postage stamps that I had in this box before is now, a piece of the past because all of my postage stamps are in this little album now, sorted by color so that I can find every postage stamp that I want to use for my junk journal projects. I'm so proud, I can't tell you. And I'm so happy that I have the opportunity to show you this little treasure today. But before I flip through this journal, I have a plan for the cover, for some finishing touches for the cover. So the one thing is I would like to add book corners, and I also will do some things with gilding wax later. So if you are interested in this, finishing thing of this cover, this video is for you. So as you can see, this closure here is still a little bit flexible. So that means even if all my postage stamps are in this album now, I have much space left. I'm so surprised and so proud. I don't know how to say that because, do you know such things? You make something and later on you think, okay, all this work, all the mistakes, and all this stuff were worth it to do it because you have such a beautiful result on your desk. So I'm happy that I have the opportunity to share this with you, and that there are some English speaking people out there who are watching my videos. So thank you very much for being here with me. So the first thing I would like to do is to add those book corners here, because as you can see, the book is really old and these edges are damaged really much. And I would like to use this journal later, on a daily basis. And that's the reason why I want to make it as sturdy and as durable as possible. So I decided to took this metal book corners and this tool here. And I had the problem with this thing here that the cover has, some kind of border embossing, or how can I say that? So as you can see, there's this little gap in the cover, and that was the reason why I couldn't attach this book corner just by using this tool and pressing it, because it was really loose and strange. And I thought, okay, how can I solve that? But I will use some gel medium in a second to glue it. But I think when you have such a problem, it's better to put it to the corner of this book, then use the tool, press it as much as it is possible, then take it off, take some glue and put it there back again. This way, I think it will stay there a little bit easier. And also the glue will not come out when you press with this tool to this little corner there. Yeah, hope that makes sense. So this gel medium is really nice for gluing. I think some people think that I someday will marry this this gel medium because I'm talking about this really often, but it's such a great thing because perhaps I have to explain that when you are overseas or in some English speaking area that's not Europe, you can't get such special glues that you probably get in America, for example. So for me here in Austria, it's really hard to get a good glue that can glue metal, for example, or also this fabric glue, excuse me please, that in America. I can't get it here. So in the most online stores, there's yeah, sometimes it's sold out or it's really expensive. And so this gel medium is my favorite thing to glue nearly everything. Yeah, so this is how it looks with these book corners, and I'm really happy that I did that because I think this is, yeah, some kind of additional special touch that this tiny album got now. And even if it was a little bit strange to put those book corners on, I think it was worth it. If you would like to do this, so perhaps you have some kind of vintage book as well, and you would like to try this things that I did here with this album, then please be careful when you have some fabric in the inside of the book cover and you want to add book corners. You have to be a little bit careful that you don't make little waves into your fabric when you put the metal corners to the edges of the book. So yeah, it's sometimes a little bit tricky, but I think it's worth it to do it. So yeah, that's what it looks like now. And I'm so in love. And I can see that I still have some room for perhaps some more stamps that I can collect in the future. And the other thing that I thought was, yeah, I compared my new book, my new album, with the original pages of the original album. And of course, I recognized that the original pages had this golden finish on the edges of the pages. And I thought about this step really, really long because I thought perhaps I can do some kind of distressing, but in this golden color. And then I had this idea because there was such a sweet friend from Germany who sent this gilding wax to me. She wrote me a really, really kind letter and she said, it's not possible that you are a junk journaler and that you don't have gilding wax. So yeah, she was so kind and she has sent me this thing here. And the first thing I recognized is that this smells so good. So if you don't know this, so I believe you all know this thing, but if you don't know it, please buy such a thing, even if you hate golden things and that stuff, only because it smells so good. It's some kind of honey orange thing, and it's it's so tasty. That's incredible. So I had really, really, yeah, some kind of, yeah, I would say some kind of meditation feeling when I did this, because the smell brought me to this way that I thought, okay, this is really a good idea to do this with these golden things. But I also have to say, I never did this before. Of course, I couldn't do it because, yeah, I had not this gilding wax before. But this smell brought me to this idea that it is a good thing to do it. And even if I never did it before, I was sure that it will work. That's really strange. I know. But yeah, that's a fact. It was like that. So I just took this wax with my finger and then I carefully went over the edges of the signatures, and that was a little bit strange, a little bit, yeah, some kind of strange feeling, because I have sewn the signatures, as you know from the other videos, with this zigzag stitch. And on the top of each signature, of course, I can feel the thread of this stitching. And it was, yeah, some kind of rough feeling, some kind of strange feeling. And I was not sure if the wax will stay there. But then I realized when I do it really carefully and rub it on there and do a little, yeah, some kind of massage to it, then it looks really nice on the very top tiny pieces of this thread, and I think that came out really, really nice. I also tried to do it not such regular, so that it really looks elegant but distressed in the same time, but distressed not in this usual way that we would expect from this word distressed. And of course, it would have been a really good idea to do this step before sewing in the signatures. I know that. So if you want to do this and you have the chance to do this step before you have sewn in these signatures, then please do it. Yeah, before you sew them in. Because, yeah, as you can see, I'm struggling a little bit because I don't want to have this golden wax on this white fabric. And when the pages move around, that of course can happen easily. And I wanted to avoid that I get this golden things there to my cover. But as you can see, it worked even, yeah, if it was a little bit strange, but it worked. So I did this, of course, with all the edges, so not only on the top, but also on the bottom and on the side. And then I had a little bit, yeah, some kind of a problem because I didn't know how long this would last to dry. So when I finished recording this video, I put this journal to a safe place where nothing can happen to it, and then I let it dry overnight. And on the next day it was dry. So yeah, if you are new to this gilding wax thing, please excuse that I can't give you any advice how long this has to dry. But you can test it by taking your finger and carefully rubbing over this surface where you use the gilding wax, and then you can look at your finger, and if it's gold, it's not dry. So yeah, that makes sense, I think. But be really careful that you don't get this wax to other areas where you don't want to have it. You will see in a second that there's a solution to remove it, but I think it's, yeah, not necessary to have this stress with this gilding wax. This rest of the wax that you can see on my finger brought me to the idea to put this to the spine as well. So in the beginning of this little tutorial series, you have seen that I had really much problems with the fabric that I put to the spine. This was, yeah, such a thicker fabric, and it lost everything. Oh, someone wrote a comment. What's the name of this? Was it pile? The pile of the fabric? I don't know. Perhaps I'm saying strange things here. I'm so bad in remembering words. That's so strange. But yeah, with this accident, I got back the pattern, this nearly embossed thing of the original spine, and I wanted to bring it out with this gilding wax a little bit more. So I thought it also can fit to the cover really well, where I have also this golden color, and also I can take the color of this book corners. This metal has this golden color as well. So I decided to go carefully over the spine and try to bring back this beautiful pattern, so that this accident from the beginning has some reason in the end. So yeah, and while you are watching how I did this, I want to say a really, really big thank you to all the English-speaking people who are watching my channel. So I'm highly appreciating that you are here. I always have the feeling, yeah, now I'm sitting here and I'm speaking to you. I make this voiceover from this German video, so this obviously originally was the German version of this video. And I'm talking to you, and that means so much for me because, yeah, I'm sitting here in Austria in my caravan, and I have the feeling that you are with me, and that's so, so wonderful. I can't tell you. And there have been many, many changes on my YouTube channel in the last month, because I always try to improve my skills and to make my videos better, to make my videos more comfortable for you, of course. And there are so many people who went through these troubles, through this struggling, and through these changes with me together. And I can't tell you how thankful I am that you still are here. When I look at the views that my videos get at the moment, I realize how many people from America or other English-speaking areas are still here with me, even if I changed my main content to German. And that's so, so... I don't have words for that. So I think you can't believe what that means to the German community as well. So let me explain that in a second. Let me just tell you what I'm doing here. If you get gilding wax to an area of your book where you don't want it, you can just take a wet baby wipe and you can rub it away. It will not go completely. You can't remove it really completely. You will always see a tiny little bit. But yeah, you can remove it from the areas where you perhaps have put too much of this wax to your cover. So let me just take this chance while you are watching this, that I try to explain you what your behavior means to the German junk journaling community. So there are many beginners, many people who come from Germany, from Austria, also from the Netherlands, and who are not able to understand the English language. And for this reason, I made my German Facebook group. It's called Junk Journal Deutsch, so Junk Journal German. And in the meantime, we are nearly 800 members. And I think every one of you who is watching this video and my videos on my channel is a reason for those nearly 800 people to get a chance to come into this craft hobby. Because otherwise, when there would be no people who make videos in German, they would have no chance to understand anything. And your understanding and your motion about this thing is also a part of the fact that those people get into this junk journal community, but in the German language. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for this and for your understanding. And yeah, even if I make some videos in German, you are still here anyway, and that's such a great thing for me. I can't tell you. So yeah, I wanted to say that for a long time, but when you make such a normal tutorial, there's no way to say it. So I thought, while I'm showing you these things that you perhaps already know, I wanted to tell you that. And yeah, thank you. So here you can see a little flip through of this finished journal. I put those stamps sorted by color into this journal. Perhaps it seems a little bit strange for you because some colors you can see twice while I'm flipping here, but that has to do with the order that I have in my ephemera holder cupboard in my craft room. So I also have to say I definitely will change this order because I'm sure that I am not satisfied how it is now. And yeah, and of course now I'm satisfied. Otherwise I haven't done it, I wouldn't have done it like this. But in the future, I'm sure I will recognize some things that I have to change, because perhaps some things that I do daily bring me to the fact that I have to change the order again. But yeah, that's it for now. I will leave it like it is and see if this color system works for me. And I also would like to add some page tabs later so that I can find the colors easier. So I think I will show you some pictures of this on my Instagram if this is finished one day. So I think it will take a little time. But if you want to follow me there, I would be really, really happy. So yeah, that's it. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. See you the next time. Bye bye.